Hey, this is Short John Red, and welcome back to another episode of Scarlet Hollow. Now, this is either going to be the last video for episode 4 or the second to last. At the very least, I'm not going to stop recording until, after this whole climax is done. Anyway, so, it depends on how long we're recording. Either the series ends on this video, or there will be one more video after this. You see enough to know you need to leave. You run up the stairs. The door is blocked by a chair. And then it's blocked by something else too. Oh, that's so freaky. Looking at it is that like a horse or something? I don't even want to know what that is. Yeah, I got powerful build. You toss the chair out of the way and tear through the paintings covering the door. They stretch and rip yellow and red globs of paint coating your hands in place of viscera. Ugh. Finally, the wood slippery in your painted grip. You fling the door open. You rush to the front door. But the things from the paintings are faster. They flow out from every crack in the wood, flattening themselves against the door frame. You pull, but it's sealed shut, as if they've learned from their first attempt. And then you hear the thunder of massive footsteps coming up from the basement stairs. You turn to witness Reese. I can't let anyone leave right now. She might find a way out, but it's okay. I'll make sure so she won't be able to hurt anyone anymore. Go back downstairs. You'll be safe there. You size up Reese. You're going to need some heavier firepower than your fist to deal with her. Yeah. For once, the overwhelming confidence of powerful build is not going to help us here. Yeah, no. Reese, no, please, don't do this. It has to be done, Odie. I'm sure you'll understand once the moment is past. Reese turns and disappears deeper into the clinic. This is gonna screw up my ending with, Reese and Dr. Kelly, but sorry, I have to do this. And you'll see why later. You dial your cousin's number. Hey, where are you? Anyways, I'm at the clinic. I think Dr. Kelly's in danger. There's a monster on the loose. What? Don't move a muscle. I'm coming to get you. Your cousin hangs up the phone. Let's try to warn Dr. Kelly. Let's let her explain her side of the story before, I already know her side, but still. You make your way to the door that beckoned you yesterday. All intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads, and you know what secrets the stone that lurked in the forgotten basement of the clinic had to share with you. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there is a monster, preparing to do something unthinkable. You grasp the handle and turn. Duck! Oh, roll all the way. You're quick to follow her command, your body falling forward and rolling gracefully out of harm's way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. I really hope I said that right. Whizzing, I mean. You turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. God, what Reese is exactly is hard to describe. He has characteristics of a Wendigo, but he kind of looks like an Oni right now. He's also got elf ears and werewolf-like transformation, and then there's whatever the fuck's going on with his paintings. He pulls the tranquilizer dart out from between his ribs. heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. You're going to have to try harder than that. No. How did you... there's Reese. As if you could hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. Before Reese takes another step down the stairs, paint flows out between the cracks in the wood. Reese is panicked, pulling in a mob of furious creatures to hold his enemy in place. The artist darts away, but his creations continue their work in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway as Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs by stifling globs of paint. Yeah, let's go get the fire axe. You rush down to the morgue, practically flying down the steps. The axe is still lying on the floor where you and Reese left it. You pick it up. A feeling of safety settles in your chest as you grip the wooden handle. At least if you have to fight, you're prepared. Hey! Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You, Odie. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. Yeah. What the hell is your son, ma'am? I wish I knew. He was fine until he had puberty. Everyone said raising a teen was gonna be a bitch, but they didn't know the half of it. I need you to get to the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. Sorry, I need to... I got water bottles for Christmas. Convenient water. It's good for these. Axe in hand, you rush up the stairs from the morgue and into the medical storage room. I'm here. Great, now listen to me. I need you to use the black tape key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled Carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't gonna cut it anymore. An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good, you should hear this. Odie, you don't have to do anything, she says. I'm not gonna hurt anyone else, just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just gonna shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? And shove me back down the basement, or maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now. Better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. I'm not gonna let you kill someone, Reese. It doesn't matter how justified you think your feelings are. Why not? She wasn't afraid I might die. Does she know those tranquilizers aren't gonna kill me? Does she care? Trust me, Reese, I've always been careful with your medication. I want you to live. I love you. Tell yourself whatever lies you have to, Mom. If you want a good relationship, you had your chance, and you decided to convince me I was dying instead of just letting me exist. Don't try to spit like some kind of crime of passion now that the consequences are staring you in the face. Enough. Ah! Reese cries out in pain. What the hell did you do to my shoulder? I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. The two stagger off down the hallway. Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. Nope. You do as she says. The tranquilizers are defined, marked with a small square of black tape to match the key. She's certainly an organized woman. Yeah, let's help Wayne fight Reese. Your grip on the axe tightens as you steel yourself. I'm sorry, I know I said I wasn't gonna make any more Slay the Princess references, but I had to this one time. The wooden handle rough against your calloused palms. You hack through the animated smears of Reese's paintings and follow the dueling upstairs. Man, what is going on with his shoulder here? As you enter the room, you see your opening. You sink your axe into Reese's chest, leaving a gaping wound. I thought we were friends. I guess I was wrong. The wound quickly starts to stitch itself back together. I don't need your help. Stay out of my way. There's no need for you to get into the middle of things. Hey! As Reese finishes reconstructing his chase, Wayne shoves you back down the hall. Hey, asshole! Reese's creations rush to fill the space between you. Your path cut out, you make your way to the safe room. As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the mass of paint, sealing it shut. Hurry, I don't think I can keep it open for long. You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears manages to slip past her. Yeah, this thing right here. And she kills it. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters across the cement floor. Sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We'd probably have a few minutes before he gets here. Maybe more than a few minutes, because I have no idea how long this is gonna take, but yeah, I'm gonna ask her all these. Okay, so, what is this room? Let's get some context. Old X-ray room, lead walls. After I realized this whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with special remote-controlled locks. Glad it finally came in handy. Yeah, let's talk about Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead. I have nothing left to hide. So, when did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I feared it might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out at a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Yeah, that's interesting. Like, if all DNA tests say that he's human, then clearly whatever's going on with him is beyond what normal science can, you know, hope to understand. And, then we had an argument, and he changed, right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now, just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared, you could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, or maybe hallucination. But the second time it wasn't as subtle, and it didn't go away as easily. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. Yeah, how the hell did you not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 instances like this before. Maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and I just make sure to stay on top of his doses, so he rarely ever does. Yeah, he didn't seem to be completely aware of what he is. Sorry, I got white in his nose. I swear, I'm not trying to pad out the time. In fact, I want to be able to finish episode 4 in one video, but that may or may not be possible. But I've been preparing for this inevitably. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. Yeah, I'm not saying it like, I know you get the written from Sybil. Does she know what it's for? Dr. Kelly gives you a long, hard look. I don't want to talk about that woman. But screw it, I might die tonight. Sure, I'll tell you. Yes, she knows. I don't know how the hell she found out. Maybe Reese had an episode while he was over at her place, who can say? I thought she was insane. She was telling me to get my son rich and like it was a mystical mountain folk cure for fussy teenagers. She was right, though. And I hate that. I hate the power it meant she had over me. Still has. Don't trust her, Odie. She puts on that sweet old lady act, giving everybody tea and talking about healing magics or whatever. But she's a snake. Oh, don't get me wrong. don't worry. I don't trust her either. Yeah, because the thing is, like, if you drink that tea, you won't be able to find out that Sybil is the one who gave Dr. Kelly Richin. Not to mention she knows things that she refuses to share. So, yeah. I don't trust that bitch, and I'm definitely gonna have some choice words for her the next time I see her. Not to mention, I'm still not entirely sure what she's doing to Kanika. Anyways, what is he? At first I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow any of the full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him, and you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. Yeah, he's kind of a mix of a few things, like werewolf, Wendigo, Oni, and I don't know, whatever constitute as a paint manipulating monster. I almost wish I could examine while he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him or how his body does it. But he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out, so I guess they'll just have to remain a mystery. Oh, and let's not forget the fact that that's kinda inhumane. Was his dad similar? A strange little smile creeps on Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. Reese just kinda happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. You know, that makes me wonder if maybe Reese's dad is like some kind of incubus. Cause some of this that would kind of explain things like Cambions, like the children of like half human, half demons, typically of incubi or succubi. They do tend to have, you know, weird things about them. So, yeah, I don't know. But then all of a sudden my period stopped, I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. The relationship between you two seems so difficult. Yeah, you could say that. He was such a cute kid. When I found I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I'd be ready, but he made me love being a mom. It's not like it was gonna be sunshine and roses forever. No matter what, kids grow up, and they change. Sometimes for the worst. And sometimes for the better. I'm mad at that. This is part of being a mom too. Doing what you can to make sure the child you brought into the world isn't going to go around eating people. A lot of people tend to villainize Dr. Kelly for her choices, but like, I mean, I don't know what I'd do if my son was like some cannibalistic demon creature. I mean, it's an impossible situation. And that requires a lot of nuance. And I know I'm gonna piss people off by saying this, but people who just think in black and white and just automatically say she's a terrible person for doing the things she did, they're idiots. Yeah. Come at me with your pitchforks and torches. I await your death threats. Anyways, how do you know he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's mostly just sad, but every now and then we butt heads, and that's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth, and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. I'm not gonna say that. That's just plain stupid. What you're doing is difficult. but it's necessary. I'm glad you see that. Makes me feel a little less cruel. It hasn't been easy doing all this to him, but I know it's for the best. For him and for everyone else. Yeah, really difficult situation. Like, sometimes what's best for one person isn't what's best for everyone else. Like, I mean, this honestly isn't really best for Reese, but if it keeps everyone else safe, then I guess one man's misery is every man's, you know, joy, I guess. Okay, so, what's the game plan, both short and long term? Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, then I lock him in here. Then I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we all live happily ever after. Yeah. I see no flaws with this plan. Sarcasm. That's so Scarlet of you. It's okay, I know it's not a perfect plan. But it's better than the alternative being torn to shreds by my own kid. Or having to figure out how to kill someone I love who may or may not be unkillable. While we're here, any other secrets you're keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say all this shit out loud. Yeah, it feels nice. And it's also why therapy is important despite what you may think. Let's just sit in silence and wait for Reese. You and Dr. Kelly sit in silence and wait for her son to make his way to you. How much time have we spent? Okay, wait, 21 minutes, so, the sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence of the clinic outside the safe room. Okay, let's see how much happens, you know, after, because this might be the last video. Shit, this might be game time. Get those tranks ready. We have to get this door open before he crosses the hallway. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Oh, boy. Oh, that looks so creepy. Kinda looks like the den from Slay the Princess. Well, same artist. Is this what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Oh, yeah, Tabitha came in with her shotgun. Before Dr. Kelly can fire a different hit, shot rings out. Reese's body is thrown to the wall. Shotgun in hand, your cousin rounds the corner and trains her weapon on his writhing body. Tabitha, what are you doing here? Stop it. Let me sedate him. We can deal with this non-violently. Are you insane? This thing was trying to kill you. I don't know if this will affect my relationship with Tabitha, but I want Reese to live. Even if he hates my guts, even if he's locked in this safe room. Wait, Tabitha, wait. You leap forward, place nearby between Tabitha and the whimpering Reese, his face already trying to stitch itself back together as he writhes on the ground. Odie, what the hell do you think you're doing? Wait, I'm sure we can all talk this out. With that thing, I don't think so. Both you shut up and help me drag him into the safe room now. You turn to see Dr. Kelly already pulling her son towards the open doorway. Tabitha swings the gun on her back, heavily jumping in to help Dr. Kelly. It's not long before his regenerating body is sealed away behind the door. Not exactly how I thought that would play out, but at least none of us are dead. Why don't you have your jacket? If you've done any permanent damage to him, you're gonna be the one paying for the medical supplies, Miss Scarlet. You aren't seriously going to keep that thing alive, are you? It's clearly dangerous. What makes you think you can keep it locked up? It is my son, Miss Scarlet, and despite appearances, he is still human. I prefer if you refer to him as such. And I've managed to keep him safely locked away and harmless for years. Sure, it'll be a little more difficult now that he knows about his condition, but that room is lined with lead. He's not going anywhere. He's human? Are you sure about that? Are we talking about the same guy? Trust me, I've done genetic tests. He is human, somehow, and it's my job as his mother to protect him and to protect people from him. Yeah, like I said, like, if all DNA tests say he's human, then clearly this is beyond what normal science can understand. It's not a burden I take lightly. You don't have to worry about him getting out anytime soon. Okay, and what about when you die, Doc? What happens then? Good question. If you keep insisting on keeping that thing locked up in your house, you're gonna need a contingency plan for when he outlives you. I will figure it out. I figured it out before, I'll figure it out again. If I recall from 2 minutes ago, you would have been chomped in half if I haven't stepped in. Are you going to hope somebody steps in next time too? One of these days your luck is gonna run out. Get out of my house. I don't need some kid to stand here lecturing me on how to handle my own son all night. I got a lot of cleaning up to do. Wow, she just called you a kid. You and your cousin leave the clinic. Dr. Kelly slamming the shotgun blasted door behind you. The two of you make your way to the bottom of the hill where Tabitha's car is parked along the sleepy house of Scarlet Hall's residential street. She places her gun in the trunk and turns to face you. Okay, you're alone right now. Is Stella still missing? I tried calling her a couple times, but I kept getting her stupid voicemail. Yeah. Shit, let me think. It's a long shot, but there's a place that might be worth checking out. We're going on a hike. Here, after a bit of a trek, you and Tabitha stop by the edge of a 2-lane road near the town limits. There, sitting on a log staring mournfully out at the asphalt, is Stella. You watch her from the underbrush. She's alive. Thank God. She sounds more exasperated than relieved. How'd you know she'd be here? It's where her parents died. She ran off after we saw a ghost last night. It just made sense that she'd be here. Alright, I want to see, like... I mean, I feel like I have a good enough relationship with her, but, you should go talk to her, Tabitha. She'd probably be glad to see you. I don't know, we got baggage. I'll just make things worse. No, you're right. She's been practically begging for us to be closer than we are. It's time I stopped letting my dead mother dictate who I'm allowed to talk to. Yeah! But I'm not talking to her alone. We're doing this together. Fair enough. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not close enough with Stella in this run to unlock this next scene, so... Yeah. The two of you join Stella, perching on the old log either side of her. Y'all came to find me? You didn't have to go to all that trouble. I was probably going to head home soon. You had Odie worried all day, you know. Went all over town looking for you. And it looks like you got into some trouble, too. Odie, you're all covered in blood. I think a lot of it is paint, actually. Paint? What? This is where your parents died, right? Oh, and here we go. You know, you wanna know the scary part? If she had been sitting up normally, that would have been her fate too. She only survived because she was lying down. That's such a scary thing to think about. No wonder she hates cars. Have you been sitting here all day? Yeah, just waiting. Silence falls over the three of you. The wind rustling in the leaves and the sound of night insects carrying on around you, muted in the still night. Nothing happened though. That's probably for the best. Tabby, did I do something wrong after the accident? What? There's years of my life that feel like they've just never happened. Like every time I try to remember them, it's blank. I have all these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember filming. It's scary. Did I do something to push you away? No, all you wanted to do was talk to me, but Pearline wouldn't let you near me. Oh. Tabitha, stop hiding behind your mom's corpse. She's gone. The only person who makes decisions about your life now is you. Hey! God, you're right. I was an adult when your parents died, Stella. Sorry, something weird happened with my nose. I was an adult when your parents died, Stella. It doesn't matter what Pearl Ann wanted. I pushed you away, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Tabby, I've missed you. I've missed you too. The three of you stare out into the quiet night. I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. I wanted to know whether I even could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then last night happened, and I ran out here to see if maybe it would happen with them too. But even if it meant seeing the crash again, or seeing them all messed up and dead, I just wanted to see them. It's been all day. I don't think they're coming. Do you want to say goodbye? Stella sits in silence for a long moment, her breath slow and even. Goodbye. I love you. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. She's silent again, as if waiting for a response. No response comes, but she smiles, a lively glimmer returning to her sad eyes. That kind of felt better. I don't think I realized how much I kind of trapped myself in my own head. Thank you for breaking me out of it, you two. Stella straightens up, stretching her back, Gretchen wagging her tail, tags jingling in the quiet midnight air. We should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day. Yeah, she doesn't need to hear. You keep the events that transpired at the clinic to yourself, at least for now. Yeah, Dr. Kelly's probably mad that Tabitha almost killed her son. At the very least, let's not let Stella know about it. At least not yet. The three of you and Gretchen make your way back to the woods before arriving at Stella's house. This is me. Thank you, you two. Thanks again, you two. It's time for us to go back to the estate, Odie. Wait. Tabby, wait. Before you go... Stella wraps your cousin in a tight hug. Don't be a stranger, okay? Oh. I mean, I've seen this like a million times by now, but still. I'm glad I can get it in my canon playthrough. Never again. I promise. You and Tabitha quietly return to the estate, both of you impossibly exhausted by the day's events. I've gotta crash. I'll see you tomorrow. She heads to bed without another word. I should probably do the same. Exhausted beyond belief, you stumble into your room and collapse on the bed. As your I think you realize that something smells off about the room. It smells rotten. You jolt awake as the door creaks. Don't look so frightened. I was just going to say goodnight and give you a word of advice. Tabitha won't be around tomorrow. Too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you. And you might be surprised at what you find. Until then, sleep well. Wait! Wayne pauses at the door. Yes? Did you know Reese was like that? I knew he was different. How exactly I wasn't sure, but now I know. Anyways, I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate. Aren't you going to lecture me? You are free to make your own decisions. Those decisions have been made. I know that something pulls at you, and now that it's started, I know that you cannot stop until your task is finished. I'll keep you safe while you do what you must. Why are you following me around? Why not Stella or Kanika or Sybil? Why not Tabitha? Or even Avery? Because you're special. But why? Why am I special? I'm not the long quiet. You simply are. Do you not feel the ties that bind us? They are unbreakable. Anyways. I'm not gonna flirt with it. Aren't I in a relationship with Kanika? I thought you might have done something bad to Stella. I didn't have to. She didn't have it in her to stand by your side. Remember that. She won't be there for you if you need her. Fuck you, dude. Good night, Odie. Wayne leaves your room and closes the door behind him. I mean, I might trust him more than Sybil, but I don't really trust him. The damp smell of the mattress is starting to become almost welcoming, a sign that the now daily horrors of Scarlet Hollow are finally behind you, at least until the sun inevitably rises once again. You think for a moment about calling Kanika, but you're just too tired to even bother. Aww, I want to hear from her. I want to hear from my beautiful GF. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese, trapped in that tiny windowless room, all his greatest fears realized, his body no longer his own. But you stopped him from killing Dr. Kelly. The world, at least for now, is protected from him. And then you think of nothing. Yeah, don't ignore this. Like, so, yep, that is the end of episode 4, and, episode 5 isn't out quite yet, but, it will be soon. Like, the 13th is, like, literally, like, at least next week from when I'm recording this. Like, when I release the video, it'll be, like, a day after the 6th. So, for you guys, it'll be, like, 6 days, but it's gonna be a week for me. So, anyways. And, so yeah, I mean, I did play a little bit of the opening to episode 5, but, I'm trying not to go in as blind as possible since, you know, most of these other videos, like, I pretty much knew most, if not all, of that was gonna happen or what could happen. But, you know, once we get past the intro to episode 5, it'll be completely uncharted territory. And even then, there's still things about the intro that I haven't really, you know, thoroughly checked out. So, yeah, anything that happens there is gonna be a surprise for, you know, it's gonna be a surprise for everyone, basically. So, anyways, this is gonna be the last video until, you know, episode 5 comes out, and I can't wait for that. I've been waiting so long for this. But it's time. Anyway, so I hope you all had a good day today. Remember to stay safe out there. And as always, this was Short John Red, and I'll see you all in the next one.